Welcome to ETRealty Designscape Dialogues. I'm talking to Sameer Das, who's a Senior General Manager, Havells India Limited, EWA Business. Havells India has partnered with us at Designscape, and thank you for that collaboration, sir.
Thank you, Shilpa. It's a pleasure to be here, and we are happy to be in such an august forum with this gathering of architects.
We're so happy to host you here and tell us about the collaboration and your experience at Designscape so far.
It's actually been very intriguing and interesting to attend the discussions here, and we've been talking about different topics like sustainability, futuristic technologies, and it's actually something into the future that we are able to see these visions of what the architects are trying to bring to life. And in our long-term product development strategies, we hope to inculcate and maybe incorporate many of the ideas that we are getting also here.
Well, that's very exciting to hear indeed. Has Havells India made any steps towards sustainability?
Yes, in fact, we have been doing that regularly, both in our production side also. So all of our factories are, working towards green practices and sustainable manufacturing and reducing the carbon footprint, the energy consumption, as well as solar energy usage and water consumption. So that's on the production side. And even in terms of the products that we make, we are trying to incorporate the cradle to grave philosophy, where the carbon footprint of manufacturing of each product, as well as the content of the materials which go into it, are measured, and the entire recycling framework is made to make sure that the least impact on the environment is there from those products.
It's great to see you woven sustainability into the philosophy at Havells India. No pun intended, but going across the switchgears industry, how is that performing in the Indian market?
It's doing pretty well, and in between we had the COVID phase, but even in that phase, Havells was doing pretty well, because we were one of the few companies that we were able to produce as per the demand after the COVID phase. So initially we had a 4 months of complete sales stoppage in many of the categories, but Havells as a company, we were geared up to respond to the demand when it came back up. So I'm happy to say that even in the past 3-4 years, we've been growing at almost 25% CAGR in this business.
Oh, that's excellent to hear indeed. Are there any noticeable trends or patterns that are emerging over these last few years?
I think it's been a trend that a lot of people are more adopting nature-friendly kind of design. So one is obviously the color schemes which have changed. Then also the kind of materials which are used in construction, that has drastically changed. And customers are now preferring a more minimalistic design compared to the earlier flamboyance which used to be there. So now the trends are moving towards more of a minimalistic and subtle art kind of style.
Yeah, definitely. Minimalism is the rule of the day. When it comes to switch gears, what do you think is the average homeowner's attitude towards them, and what are they looking for?
I think it's been changing quite a lot, because earlier switches used to be quite an ignored category, and most people would just buy it at the end and just prefer a white switch. So now we are seeing a big trend towards colored switches, that people want to change the switch according to the color of their walls or their interiors. So that's a huge trend which has caught on. And plus, people are wanting glass plates or metal plates, a very different kind of plates to match their interiors. And apart from that, automation or smart switches is coming in a very big way. And it's not just about convenience or energy saving. It's about a style statement that they want to make. And they want to automate their whole houses and make sure that they can have voice assistants controlling all the functionalities in their house. So it's catching on. But it's just the tip of the iceberg, because customers still have concerns in their mind that what if this switch fails, or how will I get the service?
Correct.
So those are the apprehensions which are still holding back customers.
Oh, yes, I can imagine for sure, right? For the early adopters, that's always a concern. So perhaps in this area, automation's not moved as fast as we thought, despite the fact that smart homes have been on the horizon for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? So this seems to be a valid concern for sure. And also perhaps some cybersecurity concerns as well.
Definitely. I think with excessive technology comes risk also. But all of us have adopted smart devices in our homes to that extent that we all have smartphones, we all have smart TVs, and eventually we'll have smart washing machines, smart ACs. So it's bound to come. But it's just that, technology should not overwhelm the person. It should support that person and make their lives easier. It should not become the mainstay of their lives, that they're just completely surrounded by technology and get overwhelmed by it.
Yes, it's always a
Yeah.
balance between technology, design, and also choosing what
Yes.
technology you need at what point. Now, when it comes to new and emerging technologies, what are the ones that you are embracing at Havells India?
Sure. So earlier, a lot of the smart home automation systems used to be wired systems. So you would have to wire up those additional components from the design stage itself. You would
Mhm.
have to have Cat6 cabling running through your house. And it was quite a complex structure and a very costly one. So in the recent 3-4 years, we've seen a huge transition towards wireless systems.
Mhm.
And the benefit with wireless systems is that you have modular retrofit solutions.
Yeah.
So even when you're renovating your home, you can directly put in those systems without any additional wiring, and you
Excellent.
don't need to change your gang boxes, your electrical plates,
Oh,
etc. Can be similar, and the cost of those systems is substantially lesser than the earlier ones. So for less than 1 lakh rupees, a simple 3 bhk house can be automated. So we have
oh,
solutions for every customer now.
that's amazing, because I think the bane of any homeowner is seeing a clutter of wires. And as soon as you tell somebody
Yeah.
wireless, I think they're going to be very happy about it, and a cost effective solution at that. Thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you.
to us, Samir. An absolute pleasure. And thank you for partnering with us at
Thank
Designscape.
you. We are extremely happy to be partners here.
Super.
Thank you, Shikha.
And we're very happy to have you on board. And thank you so much for watching. And for more such dialogues, remember to stay tuned to Designscape.